Hi friends, Russell here, coming to you from the shop once again. Working on the stroker motor, episode 3. If you want to see progress so far, I'll put a link up here. The previous videos, probably just to the whole playlist so far. But today, we're going to take the cylinder head off. That's all we're doing today, just the cylinder head. Kind of because I can do it in a pretty quick video, and kind of because I really need to get the head to the machine shop so they can start working on it. So we'll stop beating around the bush. I'll get the camera up closer and so y'all can see what's going to be going on here. Okay, so standard 4 liter. Like I said, we're taking the head off today. So some of the things we got to do to remove the cylinder head. Don't have to, but we're doing it. We're going to take the thermostat housing off. We're also going to take the water pump off, just because it gets this water pipe out of the way. It makes it easier to lift the head off. So we'll start with the thermostat housing. And actually, I want to pull these clamps off. Pull these clamps off first, just to get them out of the way. Now, you'll notice as I'm disassembling this head, a lot of these parts and bolts are just going to go straight into the trash as we go. I've got most of this stuff new parts to replace with. So like this thermostat housing, as corroded as it is, we're not going to reuse it at all. So honestly, I don't need to do this. We'll just take it off. I'm not going to reuse it. I'll buy a brand new one and do a high flow on it. Yeah, we'll replace this. There's a lot of corrosion in here. The thermostat itself is... Yeah, we'll get a new one. I can get a new one. That'll go away. Alright, now let's get this water pump off. So the first thing I gotta do to get the water pump off is I gotta get that pulley off. right, so we got the thermostat housing off, the water pump's off. No scaling, just a little bit of light corrosion. So next thing we got to do is get the valve cover off. I'm going to go ahead and pry off the PCV systems because we're replacing all that. As these engines age and get hot, you know, more and more heat cycles, this rubber seal used on the top of the valve covers petrifies. It gets very hard to work. You just have to dig it out without cutting yourself. And trust me, it's a lot easier to dig this thing out with it on the engine than with it just sitting in a bench. There we go. All right. Now that we got both emissions ports off, we can take the bolts off the valve cover and take it off. Now there's special washers used installing the valve covers on these engines. I'm going to make sure and save these washers. Folks, change your oil. My goodness. This is disgusting. All right. So, next thing we got to do is take the rocker arms off. These rocker arms are bridged in pairs. Our rebuild is planning to get. We're gonna go with roller rockers. So I am not saving any of this. Matter of fact, I'm about to pull the garbage can over. All of this is going in the trash. Wow. These are so coked up I can't even get a socket on them. I have never seen this much coking. And all this coking, this is because people didn't change their damn oil. And when they did change the oil, they used crappy oil. Right. Like I said, none of this valve train is being kept. Well, the valve spring retainers will be, and the locks. But the push rods, rocker arms, the bridges, none of this. We're not keeping any of this. Tell you what, folks, the original engine in my CJ7 with 350,000 miles on it looked better than this. All right, for comparison, I'm going to zoom in real quick and show you how badly coked up these are. But these came out of a 96 Cherokee, same motor as this, that was owned by South Carolina Department of Natural Resources. These have not been cleaned. That's exactly how I took them out. And that motor had 250,000 miles on it. Change your damn oil. I'm not even keeping the push rods either. I'm not even going to bother. We'll check and make sure they're straight, but... All right, we got the rocker bridge and the arms off. I got the temp sensor out. Now I've got to pull the head bolts. They're a 13 millimeter 12 point, so you have to have a 13 millimeter deep 12 point to remove these head bolts. Okay, all the bolts are out. Now we just got to try and get this head off. All right, heads off. Cylinders actually look pretty good. I'll set it down on the bench and move the camera so we can see. Better yet, you can see the cylinders actually look pretty good. Looks like it was good combustion going on. They just didn't change the oil. Like, it seems like ever. Exhaust valves don't look burnt. No signs of detonation in the head. We got a good head, good core here. So we'll get this off to the machine shop. We're here real quick. We'll look at the block. Kind of immaterial because we're going to overbore, but. So we're looking at cylinder 1 here. If I get the gasket off. We're looking at cylinder 1 here. And I'll turn the motor over. Yeah, spins free. I I mean, it's dirty. But looking at number 1 here, there's no ridge. And a little, just a hair. I probably could have gone with just a hone on this and run standard size pistons, but since we are trying to build a 4.6 liter, we've got to overboard 30. So I think we got a good block to work with. And they all look good. No weird scoring. So and that, folks, is how you take a cylinder head off of a Jeep 4 liter. Like I said before, change your damn oil. This motor should not be coked up this bad. I understand stretching oil change intervals to 6,000 to 7,000 miles. This was way longer than that, and the way the combustion chambers look, the way the block feels. This is not a high, what I call a high mileage Jeep motor. This is under 200,000 miles. Looking like this, I'd be surprised if they changed the oil once every couple of years. This is just, and when they did, they went to Jiffy Lube and had crap oil put in it. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get the lifters out. We'll see on the next installment. That's going to be it for today. We got the cylinder head off. We'll get it off to the machine shop probably tomorrow, maybe Wednesday. I'll take it. Next installment, we'll finish disassembling this down to a bare block so we can get it to the machine shop and start getting it cleaned up. But that's all there is for now. If you like this content, go ahead and hit like, hit subscribe, hit that bell icon for future notifications. And as always, there's more to follow.